The rising rates of obesity in children and young adults represent one of the most concerning public health crises of our time, not only for the immediate risk of diabetes and heart disease, but also for its role in predisposing individuals to early-onset cancers. Excess body fat in youth doesn't just affect appearance or athletic performance. It changes metabolism, alters hormone balance, and triggers chronic inflammation that can quietly set the stage for cancer decades before it appears. The body of a growing child or adolescent is in a state of rapid cell division and development. When this process unfolds in an environment flooded with excess insulin, estrogen, and inflammatory molecules, the risk of genetic errors and DNA damage rises dramatically. These early disruptions can remain silent for years, only to emerge later as cancers of the breast, colon, liver, or pancreas, diseases that were once almost exclusively seen in older adults. The biological mechanisms are complex but consistent. Adipose tissue, particularly when excessive, behaves like an active endocrine organ, producing cytokines and hormones that distort normal cell signaling. Chronic low-grade inflammation becomes the background hum of the body's internal chemistry, silently eroding the precision of DNA repair systems. Insulin resistance, which often develops in overweight youth, raises blood insulin levels, stimulating cell proliferation and decreasing apoptosis, the natural death of damaged cells. Over time, these metabolic and hormonal disturbances lay down the biochemical groundwork for cancer initiation. The tragedy of early-onset cancers is that they are often more aggressive and harder to detect, occurring in bodies that are still young and strong, but metabolically compromised. Prevention, therefore, must begin long before adulthood. Nutrition in childhood and adolescence plays a central role in reversing these risks and setting the body on a protective trajectory. A diet rich in colorful vegetables and fruits, deep greens, oranges, purples, reds, and yellows, provides the antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals essential for defending DNA from oxidative stress and supporting proper cell development. Each color of produce brings a unique array of protective compounds. Green vegetables like spinach, broccoli, and kale provide folate and chlorophyll, which assist in DNA synthesis and detoxification. Orange and yellow fruits such as carrots, mangoes, and sweet potatoes offer beta-carotene and vitamin C, antioxidants that neutralize free radicals before they damage genetic material. Purple and red foods, berries, grapes, beets, and tomatoes, supply anthocyanins and lycopene, both known to reduce inflammation and improve cellular resilience. By combining these diverse pigments on the plate, the body receives a steady supply of natural defense agents that work in synergy to prevent cellular mutations and promote healthy immune function. For young individuals struggling with excess weight, the key is not aggressive dieting, but sustainable nourishment. Restrictive approaches can backfire, slowing metabolism and fostering disordered eating habits. Instead, the focus should be on building a foundation of whole, nutrient-dense foods that satisfy hunger and stabilize blood sugar levels. Replacing processed snacks, sugary beverages, and refined grains with fresh fruits, nuts, yogurt, and whole grains helps regulate appetite and hormones naturally. Teaching young people that food is fuel for their cells, not just a source of pleasure, cultivates a healthier lifelong relationship with eating. Encouraging family-wide participation is vital. When parents cook colorful, home-prepared meals, they model the behavior that children will internalize as normal. Serving vegetables with every meal, offering fruit as dessert, and involving children in meal preparation can transform nutrition from an obligation into a shared experience. Even simple routines, like adding berries to breakfast cereal, packing a colorful salad for lunch, or blending spinach and banana into a smoothie, can cumulatively deliver substantial benefits. These habits introduce the body to protective compounds daily, gradually lowering inflammation and oxidative stress. Physical activity amplifies these benefits by improving insulin sensitivity, supporting healthy weight maintenance, and boosting immune function. Exercise should be presented as play, exploration, or recreation, not punishment. Activities like biking, dancing, hiking, or team sports encourage movement while reducing sedentary time, a crucial step since long hours of inactivity independently raise cancer risk. Hydration also plays a quiet but vital role. Water supports detoxification, kidney function, and healthy cell metabolism, helping the body eliminate metabolic waste before it can become harmful. Parents, Educators and healthcare providers must recognize that childhood obesity is not simply a matter of willpower or aesthetics. It is a physiological condition with long-term biological consequences. The inflammation and hormonal disturbances that begin in youth can lay the groundwork for diseases that emerge in midlife. The good news is that early interventions are extraordinarily effective. The body of a child or adolescent responds rapidly to improved nutrition and lifestyle. Within weeks of shifting to a diet rich in colorful, whole foods, markers of inflammation begin to decline, insulin sensitivity improves, and energy levels rise. These changes strengthen cellular defenses and reverse early metabolic damage before it becomes irreversible. Schools and communities can also play an essential preventive role by ensuring access to nutritious meals, physical education, and education about food choices. Teaching children how to identify real food, fresh produce, lean proteins, healthy fats, versus empty-calorie products empowers them to make decisions that protect their long-term health. Every cafeteria, home kitchen, and after-school snack becomes a small but meaningful opportunity for prevention. The warning cannot be overstated. Obesity in youth is not just a temporary condition of excess weight. It's an early sign of systemic imbalance that can set the stage for cancer later in life. But the message is also hopeful because prevention is fully within reach. The human body is remarkably adaptive, and when nourished with vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants from colorful plant foods, it has the tools to repair, protect, and renew itself. Imagine a generation that grows up not on ultra-processed convenience foods, but on a rainbow of vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Children whose cells are fortified by nature's colors, whose immune systems are sharp, and whose hormones remain balanced. That vision is not unrealistic. It starts with education, access, and consistency. Every colorful meal served to a child today is a message to their DNA. You are protected. You are supported. You are built to thrive. Prevention begins not in hospitals but in kitchens, gardens, and family tables. By teaching the next generation to fill their plates with color, to move their bodies, and to care about the unseen chemistry inside them, we can dramatically reduce the trajectory of early-onset cancers. Obesity may be a rising threat, but it is also a preventable one, and the solution begins with something as simple and powerful as the food on a young person's plate.